today it was raining the whole day and I didn't want to film anything. But anyway, I don't know if you can see, it was raining. I actually plan to do like a day in a life, like literally from the time I wake up until I go to bed, how I live my life, like very raw, very unfiltered. But I don't know why, for some reason when the weather is not like when it's cloudy and whatever, I just feel cloudy and I don't feel like filming. I have to get out of that habit. But yeah, so I hope. Okay, so this is my plan. So I don't know if you guys know or heard, but there is like a global fast that's gonna happen on the 29th all the way until the 31st of August. So the rules are, well, not rules, but anyway, there's no food, no social media. The only thing you can like consume is food, water. Yeah, I'm not even gonna do teas or anything. I'm just gonna do straight up water. And I literally just did a fast a few days ago, so it ended on August the 24th. I did the Esther fast. It was 3 days, no food, no water, very intense. But with the strength of the Lord, I came through. So I've been hearing about this global fast and I'm going to be doing it now. The thing is, I live in China and my time is, I think, 1 day ahead of like America and South Africa. South Africa is about 6 hours ahead of South Africa. And then of course like Australia is obviously ahead of China. So I was like thinking, if it's starting on the 29th, then this fast will actually start tomorrow for me, which will only be like the 28th for like other parts of the world. So depending on where you live, it will be like a different time. So I just gonna start on my time, the 29th. And the reason for that, why I say that, is because so that I can like fast 29th, 30, 31st, and then on the 1st of September I can like log in, basically log in, get my priorities straight, get my life together. Because even though I don't work, I don't run errands, I literally have no income, but I still cannot I still feel like I don't have time. And it's not that I don't have time, it's because I don't manage my time properly. So yeah. And also my baby daddy, the children's father, will be coming out actually less than a month from today. Will be coming out September the 20th, and I need to get my shit together, not for him but for my kids, because if I'm planning to leave him, you know, I have to step up. I can't just be in this like, oh, he hurt me, or like this victim mentality. Just because he manipulated me or whatever doesn't mean that my life should stop or anything. Yes, it was hurt, yes, it was intense, but I can definitely pick myself up, and everything honestly is happening for me. God is not against me, God is for me. And if things are happening, like if there's challenges in my life, it's only to make me resilient, it's only to better me, it's only to evolve. You know, Also, if my relationship is not working, or if your relationship is not working, it's definitely because it is not for you. Like, it's literally trying to teach you lessons and it's trying to like let you know this is not for you, which is a good sign. Because like, imagine if I like actually married this man and whatever, lived the whole life with him, 10 years, 15 years, and then come to find out who he truly is. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be of course I can get out of it, but I feel like it would have been way more intense. But I'm sure I feel like everything just like happened, you know, like literally 2 months in and of me being pregnant. But I take full accountability. I can't even speak about or put the blame on him because I chose to be with him. And I can't even blame my insecurities. Yes, it plays a big part of it in it on my decisions that I made and whatever, not knowing my worth and stuff like that. But now that I see reality for what it is, I can actually change. I don't need to stay in this situation. I can move out of it. But the problem with me is I'm like in this loop of like distraction. At night, I'll literally scroll on TikTok, I'll scroll on YouTube, I'll scroll watches, like always like seeking something to distract me from myself. And then I would sleep late. And then like the night before, I would like even mind, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up early, I'm gonna wake up before the boys, I'm gonna do my meditation, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna work out, I'm gonna get dressed, I'm gonna get ready. Like, I feel so motivated the day before. And then comes the next day, I feel like shit. Why? Because I've been scrolling all night. I didn't sleep early. And then when the time comes for me to actually show up for myself, I actually don't feel motivated. I'm so drained, I'm so tired, and then I just sleep. And then I wake up when the boys wake up. That's literally my like life. Like, I don't have no structure to my life. I don't have no like healthy routine set. And that is not good because I'm setting an example for 2 boys that eventually will grow into men, and that is not good. But I do give myself grace every day. But I have to step up, so I'm using this like fast, this global fast, for me to like reset, you know, no social media. Then also on this fast, I'm gonna try and journal a lot, talk to God, tell God what I'm struggling with, because before what I did was all my problems, I would like go to social media, you know what I mean, like, and of course it can help, but you like do it for 2 days and then you just back on that loop again. Do it for 3 days, back on that loop again. It's not like, you know, really changing anything. No matter how many like videos I watched, and I've been watching them for a long time. Not to say that it didn't help me or anything, of course it did. But I feel like when you go to God for your struggles and stuff like that, God is gonna come through. Getting a bit cold. So yeah, so I know a lot of people are going to be doing this fast, but for today, because it's literally going to start tomorrow, sunrise, I'm going to be preparing for today. I'm going to hydrate, feed my body, and then I've got to log in, I've got to buckle up. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I feel like just a few days ago I did the 3-day fast. My skin looks so good. I don't know, was it like cutting out the sugar. Like, I cut out everything. Food, water, everything, social media. What's funny about that is like when I do a fast and I know why I'm doing the fast, I like don't like scroll on social media. Like I said, I'm not going on my phone, whatever, and I really didn't, and I was so proud of myself. But then when it comes to like daily life, like I just don't stand on my word. I don't show up for myself. So it actually says a lot about my relationship, about myself, which is the most important relationship to have, because everything is just reflecting back to you. The relationship you have about yourself. If you know, you know. But that's for another day. That's another conversation. So for these, starting tomorrow, I'm just going to be worshiping, reading scripture, praying, meditating, and resting, and looking after my voice, of course. I'm going to declutter, I'm going to journal, I'm going to get my space ready so that also I'm going to be planning. And I'm not going to go to ChatGPT, because I always, whatever I do, I like go outside myself to for information and stuff. I feel like I have enough information, and I'm just going to sit with myself. I'm going to talk to God, you know, be very, very honest on what I want to cut out of my life, what I want to stop doing. So yeah, and I'm not going to be on my phone, so you guys are not going to see me for 3 days. And then yeah, my goal is like for reset, to break like chains of lack mentality, of unworthiness, laziness, procrastination. Also, I'm gonna pray for a lot of things. I'm gonna pray for my family, pray for myself and my boys, protection over us, because I feel like there's a lot of things that I don't have control over, a lot, and I'm gonna need God's guidance, God's blessings, God's miracles, God's, I'm just gonna need God to work on my life, because I cannot do it alone. And it honestly brings me so much ease to know that, ease and comfort to know that I have God to depend on. I don't have to depend on anyone else. I have God. And of course, the things that I have control of, that is why I'm doing this like reset, so that I can get like my mind cleared, clarity, focused, you know. So the things that I do have control of, I can take the actions that need to be taken. But the things that I do not have control of, I'm not going to stress over anymore. I'm literally giving it to God. Like my previous fast, I was talking about, I told God of the things that I can't control and I let go. So I feel like that really helped. But now I'm going to be focusing on like guidance on what I need to be doing. And also, I'm going to be like making content, but because I don't have like a lot of storage on my phone, I'm gonna have to like post it on Snapchat. So if you follow me there, you will actually see those videos before it actually drops on like YouTube or Facebook. You know what I mean? So you'll get like the, you know what I mean? Yeah. So make sure you follow me on Snapchat. It's just easier to post. Like we post super quick. Like on YouTube, we literally have to wait for the video. You know, you guys know. Those content creators, you know, you'll know. Yeah. I just been sleeping on myself for so many years, and now I cannot continue like this because I have boys to look after, I have boys to feed, and literally we've been just surviving on the grandmother's pension, which now is not even enough. Like from the time I was pregnant till now, it's been the grandmother's pension, and then my family's helping with like the rest, so like the clothing, their milk, because the pension is not enough, so they would fill in for the milk, the snacks, food. I don't even cook because I stay at my mom's house and she cooks like for the whole family, and they just eat, you know, from there. I don't cook, I don't do errands because I literally have no income. But this will be the last time I'm saying that because things are going to change. I don't know, this time after this fast I feel so certain. I feel I'm not like, am I gonna make it? Am I not gonna make it? Like I'm like, you know, limited beliefs and stuff that I had, all the clutter, all those thoughts that were in my mind of, oh, am I gonna make it? Like, of course it is normal to think like that, because if I don't have money now and I'm thinking in the future like, oh my gosh, how are these boys gonna make it, how they can go to school and stuff like that, if I now am unable to work and stuff like that, of course the anxiety, the overthinking will like literally paralyze you to do things. And I think the fast that I did the past few days is really like brought me clarity, and it's a discernment. Like I know, it's like a knowing, it's like a belief, like a strong, you know what I mean? Yeah. But anyway, I truly am so thankful for each and every one of you guys, and you will be seeing more of me after the 3 days, after the fast, after the global fast. Also, if you guys are doing the global fast, make sure you comment down below and tell me your experience. This will actually be my second fast. When I was younger, I used to fast, but I feel like now, like as an adult, just a few days ago, I did like make that choice on my own to do that fast, and now I'm doing that again. So it'll be my second fast as an adult. The boys are gonna wake up soon, so yeah. So bye, and see you guys in September.